One of my absolute favorite parts of the Zelda series is the enemies in it, and that kinda is one of my grievances with Breath of the Wild, but oh well. But I've had a question posed before. If you could be any enemy, or have the abilities of any enemy from the Zelda series, what would it be? So, well, why not make a video out of it? The only real rule we're gonna go with here is no bosses and nothing that is exclusively a mini-boss. So these are out, but these are still in, still some good options going on there. Without further ado, let's get in. At the bottom of the list, I'm picking something that is more for the simplicity of it, but at the same time having those simple things being incredible strengths. With incredible strength, speed, and a fire breath, I mean, who can go wrong with Lynels? A lot of enemies have these individual traits or some kind of mixture of them, but at the same time, I think that Lynels really personify all of them together in one nice package, and don't really have too many critical flaws. Not to mention they're incredibly resilient. Even in Link to the Past, they can't even be harmed with the Master Sword without doing a spin attack, so they're pretty dang tough. And unfortunately, I'm gonna count the Lynels in Breath of the Wild as mini-bosses, and otherwise that weird pseudo-teleport would be really nice. Even without it though, the Lynels are strong, tough, and I like them, may as well. Although they haven't been around for very long, the Guardians have left a massive impression on the series, both in terms of lore and gameplay. These things are incredibly tough, rivaling even Lynels. But with the amount of limbs that they have, or the ability to fly, sometimes, these things have an advantage in mobility. Plus, I mean, why shoot fire when you can have eyeball lasers? I want to do that. That'd be awesome. Mobility, durability, and laser beams. Kinda hard to beat that. And honestly, the little ones are a heck of a lot cooler. I mean, imagine if the big ones could wield weapons like the little ones do. That would completely change up how you handle them. That, and I think they're just kind of cooler in style. Plus the weapons are so cool!
Surprise, mother...
Hyrule has always had an undead problem, and even other places as well that Link happens to travel to. Undead are just kind of a constant thing in the Zelda series. Now, the general traits of being undead, not having to eat, not having to sleep, not needing to breathe, just kind of wander around, do your own thing, and a lot of times they're hard to take down as well. But of all the undead in Hyrule, why not go with a ghost? Regardless of what type of ghost, the general traits are pretty awesome. You can go through walls, you can just kind of hang out and do your own thing, and I mean, if you're not pissing off any heroes of Hyrule, then you should be good, right? Hopefully. And eventually, regardless of the circumstance, something is gonna happen, and either you're gonna pass on peacefully, or you're gonna get put in a bottle and sold or drinking. I'd rather just pass on. Personally, I like using strength. I like being strong. I like having muscles. I like having raw firepower. But that doesn't keep me from loving magic. Wizrobes throughout the entire series have always had some sort of elemental attack, but they have changed and evolved over the years, gaining new abilities and differentiating their magical attacks. Plus, they can summon other creatures in some of the more recent games, and bring down destruction on your head like this. Is this not terrifying? Is this not amazing? Do you not want to be able to do this? I do. I certainly do. I'd love to be able to do this.
Oh, it's Toucan Sam.
It's Grandpa Toucan. Two can play at that game.
Oh.
I'm the kind of person who likes having high defenses. Regardless of what game I'm playing, a defensive build is just beautiful. Being an impregnable fortress of unstoppable might is very, very satisfying. And the Zelda series has no shortage of enemies that are either incredibly durable or outright invulnerable. Some they come and go with different periods and time spans, some are just kind of reactionary, but there is one that I think stands above all the other ones, not just for its ability to shrug off any kind of attack you throw at it, but for the fact that it is absolutely adorable. Now, I know it's an enemy in one game and friendly in another, but at the same time, I think this counts. I'm gonna have to go with Chain Chomps. That's right, although they initially appeared in Link to the Past and more just kind of hang out and bite at you, Link's Awakening, they're basically little dogs. And they are adorable. I love these things so much. Now, even if you want to make the argument that Link's Awakening is a dream and that those ones don't count, worst case scenario, you're an indestructible little murder ball and you're still adorable and sound like an adorable puppy. But if you look at Bow Wow, then he's, for all intents and purposes, basically a dog in the body of a ball and chain that's indestructible. Or best case scenario, if you look at this little one, it can even talk and speak to you. So, best case scenario, you're a sentient dog ball thing. Either way, they're good boys. Good boys and girls. He's so cute. If I got to be a Zelda enemy, I'd want to be one of these things. Hey everyone, thanks for watching. This video is sponsored by no one. But, if you want to know when another video is going to come out, you can subscribe, and that's kind of the same thing. It's a start. And that way you'll know when future videos are coming out, like another Zelda one that I'm working on right now that I've already did the voiceover for. Or another one that I'm still trying to get the script together on. Or I'm also going to be doing another video on Final Fantasy XIV, so, you know, if that interests you, that's a thing that's going to happen relatively soon. Either way, there's a like button, there's a dislike button, there's a comment section. You know, it's YouTube. Do your thing. I'll see you guys next time.